when you started out, that time acting wise, what is the one thing that you miss?
But the first time is like you're discovering as you go.
Mhm.
There's a joy in that that's unparalleled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
When you're doing your first film, the
Ah,
excitement is
the next
off the
level,
roof.
Yeah.
I've now calmed down in life a little, and I'm like, okay, I have to start another thing.
huh,
And that time, it is the only thing you're doing,
Right,
right? So
yeah.
the energy levels are off the roof.
right.
Correct.
Either of you, were you all interested in journalism? Did you all watch this business closely? How reporters work?
I happen to have grown up around journalists
Wow.
in general.
Okay.
So I did get to meet a lot of journalists in my parents' social circles.
Nice.
I didn't want to be a journalist.
Correct.
I wanted to be
I
a
can
cricketer
imagine you
and
not
only
being
play
a
cricket. I had a poster of Sachin Tendulkar in my
Yeah.
room.
Okay.
I would talk to him every night before I would go to
Sweet.
sleep and say,
Okay.
"Sir, आ रहा हूँ मैं
अरे
आपके साथ open करने."
At this stage, are you, both of you getting the work that you would like? Or
No, absolutely.
They say there's इतना काम आ गया है, OTT है, this, that.
हाँ तो कहाँ मेरे पास तो नहीं आ रहा है आपके
I,
पास
what
वो तो मेरी
Saleema
तरफ
said.
No.
Absolutely. No.
Really?
No.
You think people are not tapping into your potential?
No,
or
I
not?
feel like for the past 1 year or so, there has been a bit of a slump in the industry.
Yeah.
And not much has been greenlit.
people always keep asking me, "Arey, you should do more. Why aren't you doing like 4 films a year or 4 shows a year?" I'm like, I can only choose from what is being offered to me.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
then I have to make sure whatever I choose
Mhm.
has to be the best out of that lot.
Sure.
Because if I do a lot and then people will be like, "Arey, he does any and everything."
Delhi woman finds groom's best friend attractive, runs away with him.
True.
Possible.
Okay, possible, but it's not true. We
Okay.
made this up.
Oh,
Okay,
but can happen.
can happen.
I think the word attractive is what gave you away.
Yeah.
But yeah.
UP grandpa taught kids A for alcohol, B for BD.
Incorrect.
Incorrect.
True.
What?
Wow, Dadaji.
Who is
this?
Wow,
Who is
Dadaji.
this guy?
Yeah. Guys, welcome to Bollywood Hungama.
Thank you.
I have watched one episode and thoroughly enjoyed it. I cannot wait to go to the second one. It's that gripping. So y'all have pretty much set the mood for me. I'm going to take y'all back a little bit. Y'all worked together way back.
14 years ago.
I debuted opposite her.
Oh, that was your first, 2011.
मुझसे friendship करोगे?
14 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is old friendship.
So y'all have known each other since then. Not
Yes.
many
Yep.
know
About
that.
15 years now.
Yeah,
sir.
15 years.
Sabji, well
15
done.
years,
yeah.
boss.
Well
You survived, yeah.
Well, how has she changed?
She hasn't.
She's the same?
She's
She's
still
the
as
same,
irritating.
actually.
I mean,
She's
she's still as lovely. She's still as lovely
To
as
pay
she
it,
was before.
she's the same.
Still, as in, she was a very good actor back then, and she's still a solid actor.
Right.
And of course, there is growth. And
I paid
Yeah.
him to say all these things, guys.
and besides that, I think she exactly looks the same.
He
Can I
looks the
tell you
same
that?
too, by the way.
Yeah.
No, I
And
have a
he still
mustache
has
at
the
least.
same hyper energy. Like he's
Yeah.
got energy all the time.
That's
And always in a
I'm
good
gonna be
mood. I've
calm.
never seen him
I've
angry.
meditated in the morning room.
I've never
I'm
seen
a
him
calm
angry
man.
in
She's
my
setting
life.
a wrong narrative about me. This
Yeah.
is what people in the media do.
Yeah.
Set wrong narratives,
Correct.
bringing you back to the show. You know,
Let's
smart plug-in.
just
Correct.
slightly, like
Yeah.
just a nudge towards it.
Right. Tell me, but out of the two of you, who out of the two of you would be in touch on and off? And who?
I think both
Both
of
of
us.
us.
Both of you.
Both
Both
of
of
us.
us.
Yeah.
Quite
I
Like-
think when your first few films are very precious, you know.
Yeah, that's
so you stay
really
in touch
true,
and
yeah.
you become family. So
Wow.
It's like, okay, you don't talk for a couple of years. It's
But you
alright.
pick up where you
then
left
you're like,
off.
hey, Sabji, what's up? He's like, hey, Saleema, what's happening?
It's the same.
And then you're like, oh, we haven't spoken in 2 years, but it just didn't feel like
Didn't
that.
feel like
yeah.
So we both kept in touch,
Hmm.
but we both also done.
different things.
We've led our lives and
Yeah.
which has taken
Yeah.
into other directions.
Mhm.
But I get really happy when I see people from my first film, Saba,
Yeah.
Shishant, Tara, Nupura, director.
Yeah.
When I see them somewhere doing
Everyone
something,
doing well.
I
Yeah.
just
Mhm.
feel very, very happy because I started the journey with these guys,
Yeah.
and we are still relevant and we're still working.
We're still
and-
working, man.
Yeah, well, not
still
bad.
working.
Yeah, 15 years.
Not too
we're still
shabby.
here.
Yeah.
Not too shabby.
Right. One thing that, when you started out, that time, acting wise, what is the one thing that you miss?
One thing that I miss
Yeah.
about that time.
Yeah. About just acting wise, are actors much more raw and free when they start out and then a
Oh,
lot
like
of
that.
things
Like when
creep
you,
in? Yeah.
yeah, I think you're a little unaffected.
Okay.
So
Mm.
I think you don't let everything is new, right? You're discovering everything for the first time.
Yeah.
So I think that feeling, of course, once you know, you get better and better. But the first time is like you're discovering as you go. There's a joy in that that's unparalleled.
Yeah. So true. For you also, say what is that one thing that you like? I should.
I
take
don't
this
know if I
back
miss
anymore.
it or no, I don't know. But just the fact that the excitement was when you're doing your first film, the excitement is
The next
off the
level,
roof.
Yeah.
I've now calmed down in life a little and I'm like, okay, I have to start another thing. And that time it is the only thing you're doing, right? So the energy levels are off the roof.
Correct.
But what I feel like in the last 10-15 years has happened for me is the fact that for me the definition of acting has changed.
Okay. How?
Like when I came to this city, acting meant different. It was okay, you're a Delhi kid or you playing a Delhi boy. Okay, you have to have lots of energy. You have to, your body language, your hands have to move and this and that. And now to suddenly 15 years down the line, it's all become very internal. That the more, if it is in your eyes, it's there. So I feel like I have gone through that definition change over the years. So I have also felt like acting's also evolved over the last 10-15 years. Now you see performances when you, especially on the web, when you see actors that they get so much more to do, and still it's not very theatric. It's very felt, and that is what that's what's changed over the last 10-15 years for me, and I feel like changed for the better.
Right. I watched this, and people like me will watch it even more closely because they're reporters and they're anchors. There's a newsroom, there's a newspaper. Either of you, were you all interested in journalism? Did you all watch this business closely? How reporters work?
I happen to have grown up around journalists in general.
Okay.
So I did get to meet a lot of journalists in my parents' social circles.
Nice.
So I didn't want to be one.
Why?
Because I was since the age of 4 I've been doing theatre, so I always knew I wanted to act and do music. But I think I observed them very closely from when I was a child, and I'd like to think that the ones that I knew were really fantastic people, and and this is also a time before the time that we're in right now, like ages ago. And journalism meant something else back then.
So
and the responsibility that journalism carried on its shoulders meant something else. So I look back to that time with a little bit of nostalgia, actually.
True. To you also, did you ever...
I didn't want to be a journalist.
Correct.
I wanted to be a cricketer.
I can imagine.
And only play cricket. I had a poster of Sachin Tendulkar in my room.
Okay.
I would talk to him every night before I would go to sleep and say, "Sir, aa raha hu main. Aapke saath open karne." Then he got retired. I'm like, "Ab nahi khelunga cricket. Ab mujhe actor banna hai."
No good reason to do that. Yeah. But tell me, did you watch when everybody started questioning journalism a few years ago? How can they talk like that? How can they be like that? What is the story? Which side are they on? Did you ever do that? Did you ever wonder why is this such a business?
Yeah, it makes me wonder, at least especially now, the last 3, 4, 5 years, that it's become an entertainment show. It's like, oh, I've got to get my popcorn and watch this because now two people are going to fight and call each other names. And I'm supposed to enjoy this. I don't know why.
That's ridiculous.
I'm not that person who likes to fight or call other people names. I'm like, okay, you have a different point of view. Sure, happy to chat and debate about it, but at no point want to make that personal. And if I don't agree with you, that doesn't mean for me you're wrong. And I feel like that mindset is only not there these days. It's like, oh, this is it. If you don't believe it, you are wrong.
There's a singular opinion that you must subscribe to, and if you don't subscribe to it, then you're cancelled. And I think that culture
that's scary, right? And I feel like as media, it should be the media's responsibility to present it to the people, not
present facts, not opinions.
Not color it and not make it what their opinion is. Like today in the morning, I was supposed to wear this chain. I was given a silver chain by my stylist, and I said, "Oh no, I don't want silver. I want to wear gold." She's like, "No, gold isn't good." I'm like, "Why?" Because I don't like it. So I'm like, "Arey, that is your opinion, but present it." Just say, I have a gold chain. I should wear it and be able to take a call if I want it or not want it. That's how the news should be. Okay, 10 people died because of this. or this happened, this scam happened, and these are the people police are questioning. Not like this person, he was having a relationship with somebody, you know, at 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
You're writing a screenplay.
Yeah.
Also,
Which
the
you are
lines
not-
between fact and lies are kind of blurred.
Blurred,
And
yeah.
it's
Nobody
all
knows,
very
yeah.
theatrical and
Yeah.
for drama and for TRP. So,
Yeah, yeah.
and the moral responsibility that news carries is kind of a gray area now.
True.
And what is
Yeah.
scary is that there's some people who will believe it.
Yeah.
No,
there's
a lot of
lot of
people.
people.
Yeah.
A lot of people
A
will
majority
believe
of it rather.
because you
will
like to
believe
think,
it.
you know, that we're being
10
told the
बार
truth.
झूठ चिल्लाओगे तो वो
Yeah.
सच लगने लगता है
Yeah,
लोगों
yeah.
को,
Of
है ना?
course.
So
Right.
that's the scary bit about it.
Mhm.
Right. In the middle of all this, you know, there are many good journalists who are trying to do their job.
Oh,
Yes.
Khilnani,
No.
we
There are
have
many
you with
good-
us, man. So
there are
nice to
many
meet
good
you.
news journalists, I mean, who are trying to do their job and doing
Yes.
it really well.
Yes.
So, best of luck to them. I hope
Absolutely.
I
Yeah.
wish them all the luck.
You know who you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of
Stay
you
like
now.
that.
Yeah.
What kind of a journalist are you here? I mean, these are people you're talking to who have not seen the trailer, not seen anything. Please tell them.
No, I'm this journalist obsessed to get my own byline,
Yeah.
and I can do anything for my byline.
Hmm.
I can
A front page.
orchestrate crime scenes again
Yeah.
just to get a picture so that I can put it on my front page.
Hmm.
And of course, there's a lot of growing up that happens, and there's a lot of coming of age
Yeah.
that happens for my character.
Right.
He starts off from here. He's a
Hmm.
stringer.
Okay.
He's not even hired by a big publication,
Yeah.
so he has to find some sort of a news that can make it to the newspaper.
Hmm.
So he's sometimes even cooking up a story.
Hmm.
From being that journalist to being this journalist who somehow gets the biggest gangster the country is looking
Wow.
for a sit down interview, and no other journalist has that power at that point. So I feel like my character goes through a lot in the show. So I got to play all shades.
All shades.
From
Nice.
being this desperate guy for a byline to this guy who's very sure of what he's doing.
Sure.
So I think that arc really excited me in the show.
Nice. He's desperate, but he's such a go-getter to
Yeah.
get that first job.
Yeah.
He's literally chasing this editor
Yeah.
till his car. It was
Yeah.
quite amazing, I thought. What kind of a journalist are you here? We see you. Yeah.
Extremely passionate,
Okay.
with a very centered moral compass,
Okay.
and driven.
Hmm.
She starts from lifestyle and she's studied investigative journalism. So she wants to do investigative journalism. So she's fighting to kind of just get into that department. You know,
Right.
she doesn't want to do lifestyle. I think she has her own arc, you know, kind of growing into that and finally reaching crime, and then, you know, her story goes, and how, like I said, the lines between morality kind of get blurred, and
Yeah.
her own moral compass is in kind of in balance. So yeah, so extremely passionate, extremely driven,
Mhm.
and obsessed with the news. Really.
Wow.
Yeah.
On the sets of something like this, do you know at some point things are going right? It's looking the way I imagined. Did that happen?
I think with every show, like, you know, when
You
you
get
get to
to know
know.
2-3 days.
Either
You
way,
get to know
right?
2-3 days.
2-3 days.
With every show,
सही
you
चल
get to
रहा है
know.
कि नहीं चल रहा है.
Show, film, you know, within 2-3 days, you'll be like, okay, this set knows what it's all about,
Okay.
and this set doesn't. So yeah, you know very quickly.
Right. और अगर सही नहीं चल रहा है कभी, then what do you do?
Nothing, just pray कि किसी तरह सही हो जाए.
You do your job
do
as
your
sincerely as possible,
Fair
and then you
enough,
say Rab Rakha.
Yeah.
You know?
No, because as actors, we are a very small part of the whole
Part of the
process.
whole-
Yeah,
right?
correct.
There's so many other things
Hmm.
that have to come together for
Correct.
a piece of content, film, show to come together.
Correct.
So yeah, like Saba said, just do your job
Yeah.
and quickly get out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what happens is there's so much responsibility because y'all are the face of it. Y'all are
Yeah.
here doing interviews, talking
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
So is that somewhere a big responsibility that you would want? Not
No, of
want?
course you
Yeah.
you really try and ideate with people and
Okay.
try and put your point forward.
Hmm.
But as actors, there's
Hmm.
always a line that one should not cross with the
Correct.
maker or
Yeah.
the
Correct.
producers or the director, because that should be done before you sign it.
Yeah,
Right.
it's their
If
vision.
okay.
if,
So,
if
yeah.
you signed up on something,
Hmm.
then you have to back the people who are making
Right.
it,
you have
and
to
then you
execute
can't.
someone else's vision,
Yeah,
and
right.
Then you
yeah.
cannot not be a team player and be like, no, I think like this.
Hmm.
Of course, 10 people will think they'll think differently.
Right.
We signed up for this guy's vision, so let's back this vision and empower that vision.
Fair
Correct.
enough.
That's how I operate.
Are you all getting, at this stage, are you both of you getting the work that you would like? Or?
No. Absolutely.
They say there इतना काम आ गया है, OTT है, this that.
हाँ तो कहाँ मेरे पास तो नहीं आ रहा है. आपके पास
what
हो तो मेरी
Saleema
तरफ.
said.
No.
Absolutely. No.
Really?
No.
You think people are not tapping into your potential?
No,
or
I
not?
feel like there is a lot of work, but for the past 1 year or so, there has been a bit of a slump in the industry,
Yeah.
and not much has been greenlit.
Mhm.
So yeah, the year before that, yes, a lot. Last year, I think I was really happy to do one project that I was really delighted to do, but you know it's been a bit of a slow.
Okay.
It's coming back now,
Mhm.
but I can't say the best scripts
Okay,
are coming our way. But yeah,
मतलब volume is not the problem.
Hmm.
Quality is.
quality,
Like
so much.
just to get like exciting
Mhm.
parts that you can do something with.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And people always keep asking me, Arey, you should do more. Why aren't you doing like 4 films a year or 4 shows a year? I'm like, I can only choose from what is being offered to me.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
then I have to make sure whatever I choose has to be the best out of that lot.
Sure.
Because if I do a lot and then people will be like, Arey, he does any and everything. And you're always
Such a
fighting.
trap, yeah.
You're always fighting these perceptions. I don't know who's building these
Yeah,
perceptions
zyada
around us,
karo
but
to
somebody
mushkil.
is.
Somebody is.
And you're fighting these perceptions. Oh, he'll do a show for this platform. So, okay, he'll do this now. Or he's doing this part. He's playing a negative guy here. There's so many trappings that you
Yeah.
keep fighting with. And volume is not a problem at all. One
It's
still
quality,
gets
yeah, over quantity.
a couple of scripts every third, fourth day. But when you read them, you're like, Arey, yaar, this is
not
just a template film or this is a template show.
Yeah.
And where am I getting to do something different?
Right.
So
Yeah.
that's the struggle for me, just to find like parts that
Challenge
really
you.
excite.
Challenge you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Here's hoping like this one, y'all get a lot more work.
Fingers
but I have
crossed.
some.
Fingers crossed.
I understand that y'all have a good understanding of journalism, so I have some fun headlines
Mhm.
Oh, wow.
which are either false or true.
Mhm.
I will say the headline. You guys tell me if it's false or true.
Go for
okay. Okay. Drunk man drives SUV on a railway track in Uttar Pradesh.
Very possible.
True.
Yeah.
I know of a guy
Very
who did it in
possible.
Bombay.
Like, you know,
I know of a guy who did
It
this in
sounds
Bombay.
about right.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Sounds
Okay.
about right.
I
Okay.
personally know that guy who did it.
Yeah, they're friends.
Yeah, he was a friend. After that, I decided not to be.
Okay. Delhi woman finds groom's best friend attractive, runs away with him.
True.
Possible.
Okay, possible, but it's not true. We
Okay.
made this up.
Oh,
Okay,
but can happen.
can happen.
I think the word attractive is what gave you away.
Yeah.
I got realized.
Teacher suspended from school because she was just telling ghost stories to her students every day.
True.
True.
Okay, false.
Oh!
I want to teach
I
him.
want a teacher who tells ghost
Okay, this
stories.
is a woman cancels her wedding because of the groom's low Sybil score.
True.
Yeah,
Yeah,
true.
this just happened like last
Sybil
week.
बोला मैं
हाँ.
true इतना तो नहीं
Yeah.
बढ़ा पाएगा ये. हाँ.
UP grandpa taught kids A for alcohol, B for BD.
Incorrect.
Incorrect.
True.
What?
Wow, Dadaji.
Who is this?
Wow,
Who is
Dadaji.
this guy?
Yeah. Okay, frogs married in Bhopal to please gods and then divorced to stop floods.
True.
True. Yeah.
Ooh. You have a grip on reality, eh?
No, I'm
Saleema?
just. I
Just
just
was
want
like,
to believe everything
Frogs
he's saying.
married in Bhopal.
Right. Female boss suspends employees because they didn't give her a Coldplay pass and they went for it.
I want it to be false.
Yeah, it is
It
false.
is false, yeah.
Thanks.
Good. You have a good
He has a
understanding.
grip on
Yeah,
reality.
well
Yeah,
done,
he really
well-
does.
Well done. Thank you so much. This
Absolute
was fun
pleasure, brother.
and I thoroughly enjoyed. I've just watched
Good
one
to see you.
episode.
Finish it. Call me. We'll
Yes.
chat.